Spectacle inbounding just in front of the Blazers bench where Chris Kaman is standing behind him. Here's Paul. Paul gets it off, banks it up and out, halfway down.
Had time, he stopped.
Jordan had time to put it back up. The clock stopped.
And the correct call is made. The game is over. Even though the clock is still stopped at .7.
The time had run off.
It's
for whatever
over.
reason, the clock had stopped.
He thought the shot clock was the buzzer for the game. He could have easily. That ball hits the rim and comes out. He got a tip dunk. It's over.
You can't make that mistake. I mean, you cannot make that mistake.
Still play it anyway, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, just
and Chris Paul is saying, shoot. That is a possessed look from Chris Paul.
Shoot the ball. What are you doing?
That is a fantastic look at the angst on Chris Paul's face as he knew what was happening and his teammate did not.
James Harden working against Sadiq. Sadiq staying in front. Ball gets away.
What is
And
James
Sadiq will
Harden
take it
doing?
away from Harden and drive and dunk.
He had a brain lapse. James Harden knew it was going to be an over and back violation, but he had to pick it up.
Darn right.
Look at this, folks. It goes off his legs. Now he he went dormant thinking-wise out there. Gift for the Pistons.
As he steals the Drummond. Andre Drummond knocked it free, and Torrey Craig! And they both missed the dunk!
No, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, my Shaq to the fool. Oh, my goodness.
Shaq immediately.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. That's a timeout. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Billy Donovan is furious right
And
now,
Drummond
and
is
Andre
hurt?
Drummond is hurt after all that.
Man, you got to be kidding me.
If that wasn't the most emblematic possession of the Bulls season, I don't know what is.
Wow, bro. Come on now.
Between a steal, a missed dunk with miscommunication, and then an injury, that was your Bulls season in one sequence.
Hill misses. Rebound goes to the Cavs. J.R. Smith brings it back out. Throws it to Hill. Hill shot blocked. And we'll go to overtime. You get the feeling J.R. Smith thought they had the lead. He didn't know the score.
I think exactly. That's a bad mistake by J.R. Smith.
And LeBron James was trying to get a timeout. George Hill misses the free throw in a tie game. J.R. Smith brings it out. And then Hill unable to get off the shot in time. LeBron James wondering about Smith. Again, my guess, and it's only a guess, is that J.R. Smith thought they had the lead.
Kevin Porter Jr. ended up playing overseas.
He thought the official was on his team.
Well, Jason Goebel had spaced out for the open three.
He was open.
But he doesn't play for the Clippers.
Oh my goodness. Brain farts happen.
The Warriors had his brother John Goebel as one of the crew chiefs the first 2 games of the year.
Biyombo blocked by Thompson. And then Biyombo fouls Irving. And not a smart play. Thompson gets in his face. That puts him in the penalty. A technical foul call. Thompson pushes away James. And I think they thought it was one of the Raptors and hit him with a tee.
It was Tristan Thompson that hit LeBron James. Referee Kenny Mauer thought it was DeMarre Carroll. They've got to take a look at it and get it right.
Yeah, that's James got hit in the face.
They've got to take a look at it and get it right.
Yeah, that's James got hit in the face, but it did not appear it was a Raptor, yet a Raptor was hit with a tee for it. That's what Carroll's upset about.
And then you also have Kyle Kuzma, who's out for a week. How do they handle his minutes? Brandon Ingram battling a shoulder injury. Tyson Chandler as well, as the Lakers turn it over there. And a sloppy play by James there. I mean, LeBron, we saw him do this the other night where he's rolling up the floor and he hoists a three. Against Phoenix, he inbounds the ball and it hits the back of the backboard. Just things you don't normally see.
All that info at Warriors.com, but the Santa Cruz Warriors playing at Oracle for the very first time.
Surfing bobblehead. Okay.
I wonder if JaVale McGee was going to take that ball out of bounds. He just made Shaq in the fool.
I think surfing,
And he knows it. You're going to see this on TNT with Shaquille O'Neal, who has fun with JaVale anyway. The Warriors made a basket, and JaVale was going to inbound the ball for the Suns. That doesn't happen very often.
I've done that. and got away with it. Just for the heck of it.
Oh, JaVale just acknowledged the crowd.
Make that 25-3 and counting. LeBron James missing at the line. Scored in double figures, 352 consecutive games. And the Timberwolves just sleeping. James hits again.
There's still much time remaining. Trier, 3 clutch free throws in a row.
Yeah, but they're going to use their 24. Oh, this the ball is live.
Volley! Banks it home! And it's a 1-point game.
Tucker fell asleep on the inbound pass. Watch Gordon throw it into Tucker, and he doesn't know it. He doesn't go for it. Butler finally comes to his senses and puts it in.
It's hard to imagine what Tucker was thinking.
The Cavs are poised to win their 4th straight game and sweep this 4-game homestand. Crowd here inside Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, and a lot to cheer about as Donovan Mitchell will triumphantly walk off the floor.
Well, I'm not sure if they thought that he called the timeout or whether he put the ball down. They called it out of bounds. And I understand how I was watching the whole thing. Donovan Mitchell looked back at JB and said, do you want a timeout to get the other guys in the game? I'm not sure JB saw it, but Donovan put the ball down to let those guys get in the game. The official said he put it out of bounds, so therefore called the turnover.
And Ty Lawson letting the clock wind down. I'm surprised Denver's not picking him up. I mean, he can just sit there until Jameer. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen this in all my years.
I don't believe I have either. No.
I mean, it's unbelievable. They just let 20 seconds go, and now they foul Ty Lawson. Isn't that incredible?
That really is. Obviously, you're 15 down. The clock is not your friend.
Pascal shot doesn't go, batted out. Barnes to Pascal to Schroeder. Raptors struggling from 3, batted away by Washington. It's Toronto basketball. And Kuzma, Raptors want to hurry up and get it in. Kuzma wanted a coach's challenge. It's 5-on-4 like a power play. And Barnes lays it up and in. Kuzma was more concerned about going over to his coach, trying to get a coach's challenge. Pascal said, give me the ball, get it in, and let's go to work.
And I've never seen anything like this. Kyle Kuzma going to the coach, trying to get a replay. Scotty Barnes said, I got your replay.
Simmons, they cleared out for him. Backing his way in. Spins on Gallinari. Gives it up. Oh, he was right there. And a foul as Thibault goes to the basket. Boy, Simmons, uncontested, had a layup, but he leaves it for Thibault, who makes something out of it and is headed to the line.
Well, but that's when you know that the game is in your head. That's a dunk for Ben Simmons right there. You got it, and I know you got it to Thibault. You got the free throws, but Ben Simmons, you got to shoot that shot. Be confident that if you do get fouled, that you can make the free throw with an and one.
One-on-one with Antetokounmpo, shoots over 2. Offensive rebound, Chandler to Bargnani.
What is he doing? What is he doing, folks? Why would he shoot the ball? Why?
The Knick bench absolutely stunned. And with that shot, the Knicks are going to need one more defensive stop. They basically had it set up for free throws and a chance to ice the game. And Bargnani, for reasons only known to him, took the 3.
He never hesitated. Gathered himself to take the shot.
Here's Mathurin, wide open, set 3, won't go for Nembhard, and it looked like Watanabe put that back in his own hoop.
It looked like he was trying to grab it out.
Oh man, that was like not a little tip. He guided it up and in there.
It looked like he was about to dunk it.
Yeah.
He tried.
You know, it happens every once in a while. It usually doesn't happen with that level of guidance.
Okay, so he just got in the game. I wonder if he just had a mental error because he was going there to almost tip it to dunk.
Pass stolen by Drummond. 2-on-1, a little Euro step. Oh, that's a travel. You can't catch your own.
Good defense by Tyus. Didn't hang his head. The turnover on one end, but does a great job getting back. And just playing games with Andre Drummond. Played enough games to force him to shoot the air ball finger roll. And he tries to corral his own miss.
Get it into Vucevic. Quick pass to Williams. Big shot for 3. Good. 2-point game, 9.8 left. Oh, loose ball, Giddy, the steal, White for the lead. Yeah!
Big time players make big time plays. Kobe White, Sub-Zero. Bang, bang, bang.
What a defensive effort by Giddy on a bad pass by James, and Kobe White delivers again.
Clutch, clutch, clutch. Giddy's 10th steal against the Lakers this season, and Kobe White squares up. Bang, bang, bang.
Now Z is body into Gafford. Stays with the play on the finish. We're even at 4. And you can see they're going to let him play.
Yeah, he just turned the ball over.
You got it. They're going to let him play. So Gafford gives it right back to the Pels.
Ooh, look out. It's Simone over there. She's okay.
Simone was open.
She was.
Just got to get your hands in the ready position.
And then she could have shot a 3 from there.
Oh, and she had
love to have seen
wide open look too, boy.
Kuzma looking for the touchdown. Off the top of the backboard. Ball. That'll count if it goes. And ends up going wide left.
Wow.
Lots of.
That was some Benny Hill type situations right there. Off the scoreboard, then back to half court, and then turnaround jumper from half. Wow.
Because the clock doesn't start if it goes off the backboard, unless it goes off the ribs.
Hero sees it, but misses.
Oh. Oops. Well, he pulled the rug out from Bryce Sensabaugh, who's having a nice impact on the game. 12 points in his 9 minutes off the bench. And watch this. Running out of room. Oh, look out. On his heels, and down she goes.
Wow. Oh, he took it away from Pippen. Cookies for JB.
Whoa.
The back pass.
Whoa.
Jalen was feeling it there. Offensive rebound by Porter. Oh, nice pass.
Peyton Pritchard had him shook. Porter looked and said, wait a minute. When I ran into you, you do not feel like a 6'1", 200-pound guy.
Curry again in the backcourt, guarded by Murray. Gets the pick. The inbounds. Green launches it. Spurs rebound it with 5 seconds to go and a foul. What was Draymond Green thinking?
He was thinking he was probably going to get fouled, and so he was trying to throw it up there, expecting the whistle.
But he'd already missed 2 free throws. What's he?
Yeah, he thinks he's going to get fouled there and throws it up there,
I guess
expecting
so.
to get the whistle. And Derek White, like smartly, just steps back and allows him to shoot the ball. Go ahead there, fill up on those.
I'm not sure what Drummond was trying to do there. That should have been a travel, by the way.
Simmons tipped it. Thompson recoups it. Now Simmons, a smart play here because Thompson is forced to handle with the shot clock running down. There's Thompson wildly throwing it up. Well done by Simmons, and the rebound to Embiid.
That was Stevenson.
And Stevenson blocked Howard.
And while he's there showing Dwight Howard, he got the block. This is the problem. Then Kid Gilchrist gets the ball and gets a dunk. I mean, you got to get back in the game.
Westbrook late clock and throws it up and over the backboard.
Shaq.
That's a Shaq candidate.
Shaq's a fool right there.
That's going to make it. Candidate.
Malachi on the drive.
Well, a lot of excitement here in the neighborhood of the Raptors, right? Both the Wizards and the Bulls, and look at that. Turnover,
the 3, Malachi on a 5-0 run.
What is Kevin Love doing?
He's just batting it.
My goodness.
Yeah,
that's odd.
Yeah, I think he was batting it like batting it down to grab it, and I don't know.
What happened right there? It sure was. I think that's going to be a violation on Carmelo. I think that's going to be a violation. What was Carmelo thinking here? I don't even think he knew what he was doing. Lance was there to lay it in after a brilliant pass from Lonzo. Now Lance returns the favor. Not a good decision by Lonzo. They were going full Showtime there.
Yeah, and it didn't work.
They should pay a price for that.
And they did.
That serves them right.
They absolutely did. Lonzo made a great pass. Lance didn't shoot it. Then he returned the favor, and Zoe made a mistake, and that look says it all.
Bad pass from Cousins as Davis turned his back. Here's Cantor. Strides and finishes with authority. Durant off a screen. Nails a three. And a travel call on Russell Westbrook. And I don't think I've ever seen that.
It happens all the time in the NBA. We just don't call it.
You're right about that. No, you're right about that.
You and Shaq hyped them up. And right now, Giddey, a turnover, inbounding the ball.
A turnover you basically never see as Giddey hit the underside of the backboard trying to inbound it.
Got it now. Steph still holding. Holding. There is no shot clock. Still holding. Still holding. Down to 2. What are the Kings doing? What are the Kings doing? There's 1.3 left. We needed to whack Steph as soon as he caught the ball.
It's like they forgot that the shot clock was off. It's just Steph is privy to the fact that he doesn't need to pass the ball. And Steph knew. They committed that first foul. His shot clock went away.
Yeah. Martin flashing through and hits the jumper from the free throw line. Back on top from Minnesota. Martin's got 30.
What was that?
What is Norris Cole thinking? Hassan Whiteside. That was unbelievable.
Green out top. Bounce it off of the head of Klay Thompson. Trying to get it to Curry. Klay might be a little woozy from that.
So.
Oh, he just violated. LeBron James just violated the end line.
You know,
he can't believe it. He's like, I cannot believe I just.
He's had a couple of those brain cramps this year where he's traveled, not really thinking, and watch here. Just not thinking.
What is he doing?
That's not the first time we've seen something like that. Remember in Utah when he traveled, took 5 steps and they didn't call it?
And Draymond a steal. Draymond in a foot race. Scattered break. Draymond Green had it knocked away.
No, he didn't. He was throwing it off the glass for his teammate. He should have laid it up.
Ow! That ends up being a 4-point swing, and Steve Kerr is beside himself.
Yeah, Draymond was throwing off the glass to his teammate. He had the layup. No one really committed to him. You need those. Those are backbreakers.
Offensive foul. Kyle Lowry.
It was an interesting move. I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't think I've ever seen anybody try to take their bodies through the guy's legs. You?
That might be the first.
I don't know what that is, but I think the call was correct.
I've seen players try to jump over other players.
Yes, that I've seen. No, he tried to go underneath him. It's an interesting call. It's not one that they train the officials on because you just don't see that very often.
7 seconds between shot clock, game clock. LeBron deep 3, up and out. Rebounded. Kessler. Here comes Sexton. A chance to win. 6 down to 5. Collin, stop and go. Drives, hangs, scores! I believe that Will Hardy got to center court and got a timeout.
He did.
Got the timeout as Sexton was driving in for the winner. Here we go. Sends a ball. My, oh my.
This is the 4th time this year the Heat have scored over 120 points. Bam. Somebody wants to defend him. He finds Jimmy. Oh, Bam, you should just put up the shot and grab your own rebound for that triple-double.
A lot of people were curious about. We'll see if that's how it goes in the regular season. There's Naz Reid knocking down the 3.
Okay, so you got a push right there.
Oh, what the... But yeah, the push initially from McDaniels and then just the ball going back and forth between McDaniels and Westbrook.
Look, it's preseason. Everybody's just saying hello.
Nice heads up. Oh
boy. Oh, come on. No. Clarkson's upset, and they're going to tee him up that quick.
Or making contact, or maybe he. Well, let's look at it. The referee gets it off of his foot.
Oh, the push. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I'm not sure Jordan knew it right away that it was the official, but kind of just a reaction, like, you know, an inadvertent reaction.
As Mobley running the floor is whacked hard. Mathurin saying he got all ball, and Mathurin just bumps Natalie Sago, and he's out. He's just been tossed.
And that is huge with 4 minutes to go, too. A foul, 2 technicals, I believe, and he's gone. Yeah, I don't know what he's arguing.
Clap it in Natalie's face, and then that little bump right there, and that's enough. Out he goes. The Pacers already without Tyrese Halliburton.
Anthony Edwards, Gordon is there, and he threw it away. It's a turnover. 2-on-1. Brown, Westbrook, no. Rebound Alexander Walker. Final seconds. Here we go. Conley the other way. Edwards looks at the clock. Drives. Feeds. Forwards.
They got a foul.
They got
a foul on the three-point shot.
It's a foul on the three-point shot.
Wow.
Westbrook was there. It was a three-point try. The foul, you can see, was called. The three-point shot was recognized, and they're over there reviewing.
How about that sequence, though?
Embiid lights into Wemby on his chest. And Embiid's going to get whistled for the offensive foul. And that's number 3 on the big fella. Going over to Schroeder, who was the official who initially ejected Andre Drummond. And Joe's got to be careful. He's getting real heated now. And
She just threw him out.
Yep, she did.
Wow.
And he's got to be really careful.
This is unbelievable.
He's going over there now.
This is unbelievable. This is Mickey Mouse. This isn't real.
That's not going to do it. That will not get it done. And Portland bouncing back after getting blown out last night. They're going to get this win. Now, Fred VanVleet was just thrown out of the game.
Freddie's got to be careful, hopefully.
Embiid passes on the 3, has it knocked away. And Grady Dick will just try to dribble out the clock. He's fouled by Tyrese Maxey with just 5.3 to go. And the crowd letting the Sixers hear it. Embiid was wide open, top of the key, but passed up on the 3, put it on the floor, and lost it.
Hesitated right there, and that's, I think, what cost him. See him here trying to cross over the smaller defender, and eventually turns it over.
Trying to get the rebound, but here come the Bucks. 32 seconds left. Antetokounmpo ahead of the pack.
Pritchard to the basket, puts it up, missed it. Oh, the follow by Williams didn't go. We have a foul, however, called. A foul is called. A foul is called. Jason Goldenberg blew the whistle from up near midcourt. 0.8 of a second are placed back on the clock. We have a slight delay. The Cavs don't mind this, as now Mitchell goes and has a word with Grant Williams. Williams, the 24-year-old, for the Celtic lead.
Oh, a little tightness there.
Here we go. Williams for the tie. Missed it! Tipped! No! How do you like that? Grant Williams missed them both. And for the 3rd time between these teams this season, we are headed to overtime.
Butler pulls up. Missed it badly there. Less than a minute to go.
No.
Oh my goodness, Valentine!
No.
Whoa, no!
No.
That is not the shot at that moment.
That's a horrible shot. No. Wow.
I mean,
oh my God, no!
Man. I mean, he's by the hash. That's Steph Curry range right there. Come on.
Not in a 2-possession game when you've worked this hard to get back in it. You can get a better shot.
Oh my goodness, that was just not a really smart play.
Already we see offensive rebounding being key. The Warriors are gonna, Buddy Hield was asking for a timeout.
It looked like he's pointing down at his uniform for some reason. I'm not sure.
Referees are talking.
He doesn't have the same shorts on. He's got a different pair of shorts.
Well, we don't need to have a timeout for that.
The uniform is not uniform, Stan. That's the point.
Okay.
The referee stopped play, so now.
Well, I understand if the referee stopped it, but why did Buddy stop it?
He's got the wrong shorts. Hey, he's from the Bahamas. Sometimes he's on island time. He's going to need a new pair of shorts, man.
It's the switch again. Look against Filipowski. Double comes. He draws the double. Klay Thompson, tie game! Klay Thompson!
That was well drawn up.
That's what he's here to do.
Klay sat in that corner nonchalantly.
Now it's Clarkson. There is about a 2.5 difference, second difference that is. Shot clock, game clock. A stop and Dallas will have a chance. Now, Collins! What happened?
Picked the wrong time to fall asleep. Lively was not paying attention to Collins. He was looking towards the ball. No defense on him. They were coming out to double team Luka. Clarkson was, and that left Klay Thompson wide open. Mavericks fall asleep on the defensive end. I'm not sure where Lively was going.
Jokic. And there's the fake of the century right there. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
At one time, Danilo Gallinari had the shot of the century, Scott Hastings. But this is the pump fake of the century.
That's Larry Bird right there. Ayton thought for sure that was Ed Kamara. They kept him in there and did a little gamble with him. He picks up the foul in the end, one opportunity. I mean, Ayton was just turning around staring at that.
Bird used to do that all the time.
Jordan Poole to the baseline. Tried to scoop it up, and Asar Thompson came from nowhere.
Okay, so remember what I said about...
Throw it out of bounds.
Exactly. Remember what I said about Asar Thompson not knowing? Well, Poole didn't know Asar Thompson.
You're right.
Otherwise, he was taking that jump shot.
Yeah, that was ill-advised scoop try.
The Warriors are 27 of 36 on twos, 75% shooting, but 9 of 29 on threes. This would be the night to really look for those twos and attacking. Yo, what is going on? Dallas decided not to guard their own basket. That is... That's going on Shaq of the Fool right there.
They were all on the wrong side. That's their basket. That's the Warriors' basket. We just saw Jordan Poole dunk on that side. And the Mavs line up to defend on the wrong side.
Look at this. This is the Warriors' basket in the second half. There's no Maverick defenders. Looney's like, hey, thank you very much.
I've never seen this in my life.
Welcome to Shaq and the Fool.
There's Kuz with a steal. Ahead to Poole. Poole off the backboard to Kuzma, and he slams. Crowd here at State Farm Arena. Not happy with that Harlem Globetrotter play.
Sam Hauser loves shooting in this gym. Remember last year when he had those 10 threes. Ooh, Jordan Poole pointed at Pritchard. Gave up his chance at the shot as Hauser closed the gap, and then from the corner, Champagne's no good. Koulibaly missed it. Poole's got the steal. He drives. What is going on? It ends up with Champagne.
So the Spurs will be starting. Wembanyama, the Rookie of the Year, and maybe the Defensive Player of this year. And here we go.
One, there's two, there's three.
Nice.
What's the start? That's the start that each team is going to want. Oh, he's not even worried about this shot. They're just going for time. Look at this. This is a unique strategy. It's all about the bounce, the passes. They're not even worried about
This has Chris Paul's fingerprints all over it.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. See, there's some thinking that went into this.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, yes. Now I wonder if everyone is going to adopt this.
Wait a minute. The crowd is unsettled.
Yes.
The rules are being shoved to the very brink.
That's right. They have manipulated the rules.
They indeed have.
And look at the time. Look at the time. It's all about the bounce.
Oh, there's some boos.
A lot of boos. That's how you skirted. They weren't worried about any of the shots.
We've got to get through the course.
Right, because you only get 3 anyway. So if you get rid of those.
Here.
Wow, they have more. Here's the quick tip. But we're hearing that they may be disqualified. Wow, they have been disqualified. They have been disqualified. Uh-oh. So apparently,
we need to get out of the force on this.
Hey, they didn't make legitimate attempts on any of the shots. That's why they're being disqualified. So apparently,
a valid attempt.
He did not read the fine print.